Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about some ghost stories that have happened to me over the years. When I was younger, I lived in a house in Buffalo. It was the first house we lived in Buffalo. That was like my main house of my childhood. And there was a lot of shit that happened in that house. I'm not going to go into every single detail in the video, but the most weird things that happened, I'm going to tell you. But I'm going to go into the really fucking weird things that happened in this house. So first of all, when my sister she was like preteens, right? So we had this bathroom upstairs that pretty much just me and her used. And she would notice all the time that things would go missing, like her toothpaste or something stupid like that. It would happen to her reoccurringly, and I still believe to this day that the ghost wasn't in the house, it was following her, because when she left, nothing really happened. So I don't know. So that shit happened. They would reappear in the weirdest places. Like, we had this walk. I don't know if you know what a walk is. I'll put a picture here. We never really used it, so we threw it out. And the weird thing about this walk is that, hold on, she's biting my foot. The weird thing about this walk is that we did throw it out. We all remember throwing it out, and it reappeared a while later in our cabinet. And we were just like, okay, maybe we didn't throw it out, but we all remember very vividly throwing this walk in the garbage. And I don't even think my dad put it in the regular garbage. I think he threw it in like the trash bin. Somebody would have had to go in the trash bin and get it out and bring it back and put it in the thing. This is years later, and we were just talking about it, and I was like, did you just do that to scare us? And he goes, I have zero idea where it even came from. Like, he has no idea. So long story short, that is one of the weirdest things that happened, just because things will disappear and then reappear somewhere else where they're not supposed to be. And it's really strange. It's really strange. There's no other way that could have ended up there, because none of us touched it. We all said that we haven't touched it. Like, nobody touched it. Okay, the next thing is something that really fucked me up as a kid. I would see shadows everywhere. Like, not even if there was no one in the room, I would still see like weird fucking shadows all over the ceiling and behind me when I'm filming. And I had so many instances where I would be doing something and I would see something so vividly out of the corner of my eye, and there would be no explanation for it, and I could never figure out what it was or whatever. But it's always this like dark figure, and it freaked me the fuck out. Another thing that happened was me and my cousin, she was babysitting me when I was younger, like 11 or 12. So she was staying with us for the majority of the summer, and she was babysitting me, and we were sitting in my room. I was laying on the bed, and she was on the floor doing her hair like in front of the mirror, and she was talking on the phone to someone, I forget who, whatever. And we had this big stereo in my room, and we were playing music, and we had it really low because she was on the phone, and I was just sitting there doing something, I forget. I was a little kid. I was probably like reading, or not reading, but coloring. Let's just say I was coloring. And all of a sudden, let me just tell you that the remote was in my drawer in my dresser this whole time. Oh, okay. This stereo just decided to go from like, I think it was on like 3. It went to like 100. Like, it was turned all the way up. We look at each other. She bolts to the stereo and turns it down. And then I'm pretty sure did it again. And then we got really freaked out, and we called my dad, and we were like, come home, there's something going on, there's something crazy happening. My cat just opened my door. That's fucking paranormal. Yeah, that was really terrifying. And then we were walking down the stairs, because my house was big, and we had this huge hallway. It was my room, and then the bathroom, and then my parents' room, and there was this hallway in between, and there was this big mirror, and we had pictures lining the stairs, and me and her swear to God that we saw stuff on our way downstairs. We were freaking out, we were panicking, and we were seeing stuff where the pictures were moving, and oh my God. I wish I could just like, I should probably text her and be like, yo, what happened with that? But yeah, that was a freaky one. There's no explanation besides if the stereo was malfunctioning. And the stereo, I think we threw it out after that, because we were just like, nope. When I was really little, my other cousin was babysitting me and my sister, and oh, someone fucks me up. We have this recliner. We used to have this recliner in the living room, and it was in the very corner, and it like only my dad sat on it, and you can see the living room from the dining room. And so we were all in the dining room, I think, and we look over, and in the chair, sitting in the chair, I remember this clear as day, was a little boy in a tuxedo. thought I just saw something. It was a little boy wearing a tuxedo. And at first we thought it was my cousin Derek because all of my cousins have seen him. I don't know if you know the story. I'll link something down below. I'm hearing things. I'm related to my cousin, obviously, and he actually got murdered before I was born, and that was like a crazy news story, and my aunt and uncle were on every TV show ever talking about it, and we really don't talk about it a lot in my family, but it happened, and we all thought it was him because I think he was buried in a suit. But yeah, for the longest time we thought it was him, but looking back, it didn't really look like him, so I don't think it was him. I think it might have been some other spirit that was lingering in the house, because obviously a lot of shit did happen, and I don't think it was him, because all of the stories that my cousins have told me about stuff that he's done was like lighting up toys, and you know when you move like a toy truck or something and it makes noise, stuff like that would happen by itself without doing anything, and they would yell his name and then he would stop. But he never did anything bad, and I think I've encountered him a few times just because I have one of his stuffed animals, and and it freaks me out. I still have this stuffed animal. It's an Elmo doll, and it's actually missing an eye. I think it was falling off when I got it, because they gave it to me when I was born, basically, so I've had it since then. And I love the thing to death. I will never get rid of it, ever. But yeah, that was probably the creepiest thing. I have more stories about the house. If you want to hear any more ghost stories or paranormal experiences, a lot of them happened in my room. So if you guys want to hear more, comment down below or like this video and let me know if you want to hear any more. But yeah, that one with the little boy really fucked me up. Me, my sister, and my cousin, we were all really like fucked up after that. I don't know if anyone actually ever believed us with that story. I think my mom did because she like knows the paranormal and like she gets it. She gets it. This bitch will not let me film. But yeah, if you guys want to know any more stories, let me know, and I will tell you. But yeah, that's just a few of the weird ones. I'm trying to think of like one small one before I go. A lot of things happen with the cat. I've always had at least 3 cats growing up, maybe 2. Yeah, I've always had at least 2 cats growing up. We've had a bajillion cats over the years, and they all would stare at the walls. I don't know if that's just my cats or every cat, but they would stare at the walls or like look and follow something that wasn't there, and that to me is so fucking terrifying that I'm just like, I literally walk out of the room when they're doing that because it freaks me the fuck out. I've never been actually attacked by like a ghost or a paranormal thing, but they do kind of fuck with you a little bit, so yeah, that happens. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and don't forget to subscribe and like and comment, and yeah, bye.